Hello, I'm Reginald Bullock. Becoming the best version of yourself is doable. It's doable, but it's not doable without work. There are so many challenges of being just you, right? No matter who you are, what you've done in life, you've seen your share of challenges. You've had your trials and tribulations. You've had your tests. You may even have had a lot of tragedies. I'm here to tell you that it's still, in spite of all that you've been through, possible to become the best version of yourself. So the question is, how do you do it? How do you become the best version of yourself? Well, make a decision, make a choice. One of your most powerful powers that you have is the power of choice and the ability to decide what to do with your choices, and then you act upon it. I always talk about, have a vision, a strategy, and then execute the strategy and have results. It's really the same thing for becoming the best version of yourself. But you're gonna have to dig deep, because for some of you, there are things you have to overcome. I had to overcome so many different things. I was born and raised in the projects of Philadelphia. As a young kid, and had a single parent mother, and my brother, we lived in the projects, the ghettos, if you will, low income. My mom was on welfare, and she had to do what she needed to do to help us. As a matter of fact, I remember those little lunch tickets that I used to have to get in order to eat lunch at school. So that's kind of how I grew up. I was beat up when I was younger and bullied. There were just so many things that I had to go through. So in the end, you do what you have to do. But in order to become, you have to overcome. So my recommendation is to take a look at yourself and think of all of the things that you've been through and the challenges you've been through, and think about what you have to overcome. Some of it's easy, some of it's hard, but you cannot become until you have overcome. Once you've overcome, now the journey really begins, because being the best version of yourself is like starting all over again, going to college, graduating from college, and taking on the world. I'm telling you, whatever that best is that you want to be, you can be. So let's start with overcome. Look at yourself, think about what you have to overcome. And then on the journey to becoming, take advantage of those opportunities and those moments that feel good about it. If you feel good about doing whatever it is you do, I feel good about fishing. And over a period of time, I've become a great fisherman. So I became an executive. But before I was an executive, I was dyslexic and illiterate. So I had to overcome dyslexia and being illiterate in a Philadelphia public school that didn't want to teach me. And then I became an executive. So that journey is where all of the work happens. And you have to be willing to put the work in during that journey to become. Now, you don't become the best version of yourself right away. You become a better version of yourself. When I was 18, I don't even want to talk about the things I did, but I'll tell you this, when I was 27, I was a better version than I was when I was 18. And by the time I was 34, I was a better version then. When I became a lieutenant in the United States Air Force, I was a better version than when I was a staff sergeant in the United States Air Force. When I became a lieutenant colonel in the United States Air Force, I was truly the best version of myself as an officer. I was the best officer I could ever be when I was a lieutenant colonel, and it was a great experience. But it didn't happen by accident. I had to think about it, come up with a strategy, put the work in, and execute. So I'm here to tell you that becoming the best version of yourself is possible. Put the work in, walk the journey, stay positive, always look at yourself as you were meant to be here. You were meant to be here. And then become the best version of yourself. I'm Reginald Bullock saying,